All right, so today we are going to work on turning this mess into a usable pressing station. Frankly, there's a lot of work that has to get done. I got to separate these slabs, I got to get some raws priced out, and I got to clear all this clutter off the desk and even under the desk before we can even think of doing anything else. This has been a massive project that I've kind of been avoiding for a little bit, but I had a full day, so I thought I'd take some advantage of it. Official calendar that I never used. Dang it, man. I am finding paintings I had forgotten about in here, which is actually good because my buddies want me to put some of these in the antique shop. Now, since we're doing a time lapse, it's a little bit hard to see, but this is actually the accumulation of pretty much an entire day. Just cleaning the top of the desk alone took at least 1 hour. Okay, so we got the top of the desk cleared of a bunch of stuff, but we're gonna need to get that surface completely clean. I don't want a stitch of dirt anywhere near any comic book. What's really gonna be a struggle is making sure I move the rest of this Green Lantern collection off to storage. That's gonna be quite a challenge because I'm gonna have to get stuff in new bags, ordered, numerical, and everything, and placed in the black bins and out of here. These definitely aren't the ones that I would probably pick, but I just wanted to put something in the frames for now to kind of keep me motivated while I work. The desk took a little bit more elbow grease than I thought. There were actually some paint chips in which were pretty hard to get out. And we are looking good as new here. Luckily, my dad was stopping by later, and he volunteered to take all this back to storage for me. Anybody want a complete run of Shadow of the Bat? I got it if you're interested. These things weigh a little bit more than you might think. To those of you wondering, this is only a portion of the Green Lantern collection. I need to get this back with the other Green Lantern collection in storage. So I found a couple things. My nice pen set that I thought I'd lost, and actually the first sketch for the cover I was gonna do for Dynamite, which actually got rejected. The end product looked a little bit like this. Now this section probably hasn't been properly vacuumed in over a year. Next thing I want to do down here is keep some purified air. I want to make sure the air in my cleaning station is as clean as it can be. Here's a stack of unsorted Green Lanterns which I need to get in new bags, placed numerically, and sent over to storage. Right, Peach? Great. I am not going to lie, that is more of these than I thought there was. I've got a bunch of Green Lantern I gotta get out of the house now. With the top and bottom clean, it's time to unbox everything I've bought over the last few weeks. The surface to work on, items that I'll be using for the cleaning and pressing, various cotton swabs, various erasers, Absorine, dry erasers, all kinds of tools that are a great way to get rid of dirt on comic books. I did get a peroxide solution, but frankly, I need a lot of work and I need a lot of research before I'm comfortable doing that. I got various different grades of papers that are useful with the pressing process. And what we're going to do next is probably the trickiest part, which is we're going to actually install a light box which is going to give us light therapy. Again, it's not something I'm very comfortable with or have experience with, but I want the option once I get good at it. And after all, this workstation is going to be all-encompassing. I want to be able to press, clean, draw, and do light therapy. I want to do it all. So we're unboxing all the pieces of the lightbox. Shout out to Immaculate Comics, which is where I purchased this from. And I actually wanted to include this in the video because the instructions on how to put this together online were actually quite blurry. And there were missing parts to the video, so I thought I'd just squeeze in a time-lapsed footage of how I put it all together. Placing the lights on top. Just got to do a little light wiring here. Blue with blue and brown with brown. I'm going to pause it here to show you here that I got both the browns going to the same place and both the blues going to the same place. That's very important. Plug it in the extension. Plug it into the outlet. And voila, we've got light, baby. This light therapy is used for whitening of comics, but it is an extremely advanced technique and one that you should do tons of research on before you dive in on. Quick update where we're at. We've got our cleaning station, our dry cleaning for the comics. We just set up our light box. We're going to go ahead and set up the pressing station over here, and I want to make sure I leave plenty of room so I can do any extra work right here and maybe do some of my sketching and various covers that I'll be doing in the upcoming future. I needed a couple extra things, so I made a quick run over to Staples. I had to get some office supplies, so we're going to take this stuff and head back home. I just want to say that when you spend $40 on a giant thing of tape, I feel like it should come with some tape. Maybe that's just me. Now, unfortunately, this trip was not a super successful one. In addition to the tape not actually containing any tape, I bought 2 desk lamps, and as you're about to see, the first one was a total dud. The screws unfortunately stripped, and the light couldn't maintain in one place. Well, this thing's a piece of junk, man. I'm gonna have to get that, Unfortunately, stuff these days is made out of actual tissue paper, so this is a complete waste. I actually have to return this. Luckily, I have a second one, but geez. Man, okay. Luckily, I did have a duplicate. I wanted to have 2, but it looks like we're just going to be operating with just the one for now until I can get that other one returned. This one works with no issues. Next up, it's time to bring in the big boy. Let's go ahead and get the box unloaded. Let's get that press out. This is a brand new press recommended to me by my main presser. So I've seen the magic he's able to do, so I trust him with the advice that he was able to give. We're going to go ahead and set up some storage on the desktop here. We are nearly coming to a close. Let's show you all that this workstation can do. Okay, folks, we are finally done. I'm going to show you the entire setup and what we got going on here. This does everything. So I've got my cleaning station right here, my magnifying glass, my back. Always wash your hands. You keep your hands clean. I actually like to wear gloves when I do any cleaning and pressing. I've got my lineup. I'm going to have water and my peroxide solution. I have to test around to get the perfect amount, the perfect equation. I need to do some work on that, but we'll get there. I've got my cotton pads. I've got my magic eraser. I've got the dry eraser. There's the peroxide. There's the Absarine, which is your real friend for the dry cleaning. And then the eraser pencil. Over here, I've got my pens for, I'm also making this my workstation when I want to work on art projects. like I think it actually might be in here. Maybe not. Yeah, there it is. The dynamite cover I just did. So this is also going to double as a station where I can do all that. So I've left plenty of room for me to do that there. Here we've got the, and you can kind of see it when I turn the light off. There's the light box doing its thing. I won't be using that all the time, and I need to practice with it for sure, but that would be good. I've also got, if I ever need it, I'd currently turned it on just so you can see it. If I ever need to do any sort of tracing, any sort of inspiration, I can do that with my little trace board here. Let's power that down. And I can tuck that back underneath there. Over here, we have the annoying $40 tape that for whatever reason did not come with any tape. I don't want to talk about it. We've got the station for the pencils, and over here, we've got all our pressing tools. At the start, we've got our price gun. That's going to be for prepping things for claim sales, getting a price on there. If it's a key issue, I put my custom key stickers on there. And then here, we can start to put comics that I'm pressing or other things like this paper, this fire-resistant paper that you use, that I use when I do my pressing. I've got various degrees. I've got my 65-pound paper. I've got my 100-pound cardstock. I've got my magazine backing boards. Over there's the router. Can't move that, can't do anything about that. And then here's the press. Let's go ahead and get this open. It's really loud. There we go. This is the brand new press. You can see that I've got the whole situation ready. Cleaning, any sort of light therapy, plenty of room to draw, plenty of room to store. And then I've got the presser right here. Watch out, this is gonna be loud. I'm sure you heard that. And then this window will be permanently closed all the time. So let's just zoom out. A lot of work went into this nook, but that is the everything station. Cleaning, pressing, drawing, inking, everything, and enjoying my slabs when I can. I'd like to get more lights, and I'd like to get more UV lights. I still need distilled water. I need a couple more things, but this is it. This is where the magic's gonna be happening. See you at the next video, and keep on hunting.